But we're moving on. We've got Arcadia next, and this is 20 nights, and this is, oh, we're heading out to Hong Kong, which just sounds out of this world. Let's have a little look. It's going to be that perfect holiday on board of a super ship. But we're flying out first of all, I do believe, to Sydney.
Yep.
And that's going to be, I mean, that's going to be a great place to start. Wow.
Well, we were talking about Sydney, you know, just there's some of the places you've got to go. Again, they've got a great Sky Tower, you've got St James's Park and St Mary's Cathedral as well in Sydney. And, of course, the food in the marina is just superb. From Sydney, though, you're going to be going on to the ship, and this is just absolutely stunning.
Now, this is an adult-only ship, isn't it?
It is adults only.
That's great, isn't it? Because
yes,
I know a lot of adults that do want to go on to ships without any children on board, which is perfect.
And it's not to say they don't let their hair down.
Yeah, they still let their hair down.
Oh no, the complete opposite. I'm an adult family-only person.
But you are right. There are people who just want to go away without the kids and have a nice time. And again, with Arcadia, it's a really nice sized ship. Again, really beautiful spaces inside. It's got the theatre, you know, it's got the aft lounge. We still deliver all the same entertainment products.
Absolutely.
You know, the lineup is still tailored towards the British taste. And again, they're just iconic ports of call. It still amazes me when I see where we actually go in the world on a ship. You know, you go into all the ports of call, all the destinations, and then when you get back on board, you sail away from that port of call, you know, with our entertainment team. We'll then entertain you through the night into the early hours.
And then you wake up in the morning and you're somewhere else.
In a completely different port of call.
And you don't have to unpack again. Everything is there for you. It is. It's like a floating hotel. They're better than hotels.
It is.
I just love the fact, I mean, the shows are just superb. I mean, one thing I do like about what's actually happened, and of course, you know, not to completely suck up to Paul here.
Very kind of him, isn't it?
But, you know, when I was on Arcadia, when we launched that ship, it was fantastic. But to see now what they've actually developed, putting the cinema in as well.
Yeah, we've got the screening room in, and we do refresh the entertainment lineup. So every time a P&O ship leaves on a cruise, the entertainment is different. So we don't have a one-size-fits-all. The shows stay the same on the ships for about 2 to 3 years, but we change all the entertainment around it. So cabaret artists, tribute artists, guest lecturers, dance instructors, even when we need them, bridge instructors, painters. You know, we change the lineup every single time on every single ship.
There really is something for
different.
Absolutely everyone, isn't there? And let's have a look at where we're going, because we have got a fabulous cruise, and of course starting off in Sydney. Where do we move on to?
You're actually going up the coast of Brisbane, and one of the things that you've got to go and do here, if you're a fan of drinking and Australian drinks, is Forex. This is where the brewery is, and the ale house. Yes, we'll leave it there. It's also the home to the Steve Irwin Zoo, and of course the famous presenter Steve Irwin, who sadly passed on, his legacy is here. So if you want to go and see your koalas, you want to go and see your crocodiles, you want to go and see your kangaroos, then this is the place to go to. Go and hug a koala. Then you're going to be going for a couple of relaxing days at sea, and then on to Cairns in Australia. Now this is a complete contrast. When you think of Australia, of course, the outback are being quite barren. This is actually one of the regions where it's quite lush, quite green. You've got the rainforest. It's a fantastic tour that you've actually got here, where you can go. It's called the Sky Rail Rainforest Cableway. It's like cable cars, and it will take you through the whole canopy of the rainforest.
Wow.
And it just looks like a massive tree house. You can just stop on and off and see all the, you know, the natural botanica, and of course all the animals in the natural habitat. It's just a great place. Then you've got another day at sea, and then you're calling off at Papua New Guinea. Now, it's a great place to see tradition. It's almost like the land that time forgot. Then you're going to be going on to the Philippines, and I think we can't really mention Manila without, of course, mentioning the crew.
The crew.
And, you know, it's a great port. Manila's fantastic to go out and see it. All I would say is you will see some of the most heartwarming stories. I'm actually getting a bit emotional talking about it. The crew on P&O really do make the difference, because you go back time and time again, and these people spend so much time away from their families. You go into Manila, and when you go into India as well, you see the biggest welcome of the ship, because they realise that, you know, obviously they're prospering from your holidays, and they're so grateful for it. The sail-in and the sail-out is fantastic, and you will see that cabin steward that looks after you every day, seeing their family for the first. Sorry, I'm just getting.
No, it's very special. And you're right about the crew, in particular, you know, the Filipino and Indian crew that we've got when we go into that part of the world. They are away from their families for, you know, 6 to 8 months a year to get back and see them and understand, you know, and come on board and see the ship, because, you know, they send postcards and photographs back, but to be able to step foot on board and see where their family members are working is a very special thing.
And it's lovely that it's still keeping that historic part of P&O and that link.
And we've got traditions of people handing down
families,
dads to grandfathers,
absolutely. And some really amazing people working on board.
And they really learn all the British terminology as well, which is really interesting.
Which is great. Now we're ending up in Hong Kong, and we've got another hotel stay here. So we start with a hotel stay, and we end our cruise with a hotel stay. Perfect.
One of the things in Hong Kong, I mean, you saw the fireworks display there. At 8 o'clock every night, they have a fantastic light show. All of the buildings put on this fantastic show. When you actually go into Hong Kong, whether you like shopping or not, it's one of those places that you will find something that just absolutely blows you away. Whether it's something traditional, whether it's something luxury, the views are well worth it. So, you know, a great place to end your cruise and extend it as well. If you want to have another couple of nights in Hong Kong and finish off your cruise, call the guys at Planet Cruise and they'll be able to do that for you.
You start in Sydney, you've got a 2-night stay, you could extend that. You finish in Hong Kong, you could extend that. You're able to do and make this cruise bespoke to you, so do always jump on the phones. 0800 781 5458. Of course, you've got your flights included in this. Do check your regional flights as well. You've got 2 nights in a 5-star hotel in Sydney and 2 nights in a 4-star hotel in Hong Kong. 22 nights in total. An incredible, it's an amazing deal. It works out under £98 per person per night. Jot down the ID number for this, which is 85610. So that is your identification number for this cruise.